Hello, welcome to Jermaine's Green Team. Just going over we got our tea patch right here, which we have our lavender, chamomile, lemon balm. We also have our echinacea in there too, our purple coneflower. And coming around this side, we have some asparagus, purple pole bean. Then we have the Cherokee yellow bush beans. I know up in here somewhere we had thyme. I don't know if it's I don't think it survived. I think it kind of got a little choked out there. Oh, there's some up there. Just a little bit surviving. Once the beans die back, it should be good. Once that frost hits, that thyme will still survive when the beans are dropped back by the frost. Yep. So, like I said, we got the beans in here to kind of help balance the nitrogen. The oregano was doing super well, just like the lemon balm. This is the sage the kids started about 3 years back. Hatch, out. Little puppies, constantly always getting in the garden. They want to play with everything. No, no, do not eat that. Oh, puppies. We also have our kale. It's just kind of sprout. Come on, puppies. They just always constantly want to get into everything. Non-stop. Our chives. Dill's starting to finish up for the year. Sweet basil, we've already got a couple good chops on that, and it just keeps coming back strong. Our last cilantro hiding back there. All the rest have already gone to seed. We've harvested it for next year's grow. Celery is looking kind of small because I like to pick the celery. I love to cook with it. And we definitely have to get in to get the parsley harvested because it's getting quite overgrown. Pop a bunch of leaves back, hang them to dry, and have them for when we need them. That's some parsley flakes. But yeah, that's kind of the herb bed. And everything else is kind of tossed in there. Got the rhubarb too. Asparagus. Was on a walk one day to go grocery shopping, and I seen it and asked me, he said, you feel like we should grow some asparagus? She said, yeah. So I grabbed a handful, and there it is. But yeah, I just wanted to share this little side garden with you guys. Oh, and I think I mentioned before, a big achievement. This thing was just a old pipe sticking out the ground. We had to do an acid treatment to get the points to actually allow us to pull enough water. I know, Mama Kitty, I know. Then this old concrete tube was actually over in this area. The older guy who owned it a couple owners back used to use it for cooking. And we pulled it out of there so we can level that section of the ground and dropped it down, because if you've ever been in Michigan, you know you want to be able to be below the frost line for your heating tape, or that's a disaster. And then we got the concrete pad set all up and framed out, poured. And we do have to still fix the run on the back here, the back pipe and over. We got to change a little bit of this because we just threw together what we had. We got to get a 2040 point, or a pressure switch, 2040 pressure switch. And, of course, build the housing and put a vent in to allow heat from the house itself to come into the pump area. So, quite a bit of a project, bit after bit after bit, work after work. Originally put the hand pump on it that our cousin loaned us, and the thing would not pull. It was, talk about a workout. So that's how we kind of understood that we had to get the acid down and to get the points clean, because it was just terrible. Got that done perfect. Made sure we had a bleach treatment so there was no bacteria or anything in it. So it was a project. And this here was just, we had somebody drop off 3 old pumps. And this one here was the first one I rebuilt, tore it apart. There was a rock in the prop. Cleaned that on out. We used vinegar on that to break down the rust. Vinegar, soaked it in vinegar, and then wire brushed it, and then blew it out with the air chuck. Did fairly decent. I didn't have to do nothing with the motor. Just redid the seals, cleaned out a bunch of rust, made sure the props were good to go. This is an old tank. It's got old brass races instead of bearings or anything, so it'll last for quite some time. Not the most energy efficient, but it'll last, which is kind of important. So, yeah, once we get going on more of these projects, we will record more. I know I do want to get a little concrete pad poured here before winter so we can get a mat, because this dirt, all the sand and everything attracts and so bad it's terrible. So if I can get a little pad put right here, just to put a mat, I know that'll make a big difference. So yeah, we're gonna end with a little cute puppy. Don't be in that bed. They just love going in the tea bed for some reason. They frustrate me. I constantly be on them, tell them no. Got the rock wall put up. Try to give them their boundary and tell them where they can and can't go. Well, thank you guys for watching. And again, remember, keep it growing.